The food bank began Kids Cafe program several years ago when we found out that there were more hungry children in need of a regular, high nutritious meal. And we have partnered with boys and girls clubs throughout our service area to ensure that there's an evening meal for all of these children.
I think just so many people overlook hunger as an issue affecting kids in this country.
Hunger is a major issue, and it is often a source of great embarrassment for children that they are hungry, but they live with a tremendous level of poverty. Over 47% of our club members' families have annual incomes of $23,000 a year or less.
Programs like the Kids Cafe are sometimes the children's only alternative for a decent, balanced after-school meal. It's been shown that children who don't get enough to eat get sick more often and are more severely ill and require more medical care. Don't do as well on high-stakes testing, are more likely to be disruptive in school. We really want a classroom of children who are ready to learn. For most poor families, food is the only negotiable part of their budget. They've got to pay rent. They've got to keep the lights on. Parents know that children freeze to death before they starve to death. And so when there's a choice between keeping the kids warm and giving them enough to eat, they rationally choose to try to keep them warm. Of all the problems facing America's impoverished children, nutrition is the easiest to fix if we had the will.
Kids Cafes are a partnership with local community agencies. The Greater Boston Food Bank has chosen to work with boys and girls clubs throughout our service area. It's very simple. They have children, we have food. You put them together, you ensure that kids eat.
We were approached to establish a partnership with the Greater Boston Food Bank, and in so doing, to bring Kids Cafe to the Jordan Club.
Having the opportunity to have the program here was so great, and the Greater Boston Food Bank are so easy to work with.
Usually children can at least get lunch and in some communities breakfast, but the evening meal often is the one we miss.
We serve about 125 to 130 kids a hot meal every day.
Our primary focus of where we put a Kids Cafe is concentrated on where is the need and how can we make the greatest impact.
If it wasn't for the Kids Cafe, I know kids will be going home and either not eating dinner or eating potato chips for dinner or microwaving a hot dog and fending for themselves for dinner.
The kids have taken really well to the foods that are being served and the classes that are being taught. I hear no complaints. The kids love the lessons that we teach them and love creating recipes together, working as a team, and experiencing different foods that we create in the classes.
I know the program is working because the kids are lined up every day before dinner time and ready to eat. And if we're late by 5 or 10 minutes, it's almost a revolt.
When the kids tell me the food was good and can they have seconds, that's the best part about it.
It makes your body stronger, healthier, and you can avoid cold and stuff like that.
We're definitely helping the kids out. I think when I walk into a Kids Cafe a year later after giving a course and the kid comes up and is excited to tell me about a new fruit or vegetable that they've tried, that says to me that we're making a difference in those.
They love it. I mean, they've come in every day, they'll go, what's for dinner, what are we eating tonight? It's a standard question. So they're looking forward to it, so that tells you all you need to know. This is our 4th year having the program, and the high points are just every day you see kids eating dinner for free here. I think it's a great thing. We're really overjoyed with what the food bank and the Kids Cafe has been able to do by simply feeding the kids. It's simple, and the only thing we could ask for more is as more kids come into the program that we could feed more of them. And the food bank has always met our needs. When we said we need more food, or we said we need food for this event or this issue, we've always been able to do it.
The challenge about hunger in America, hunger in Massachusetts, hunger in Boston, is that we can always use more resources. We always need better quality food to be able to do more.
There are approximately 20,000 youth who are not now being served by any out-of-school time program in the poorest neighborhoods in the city. We have an ambitious plan to reach even more of the youth than we now serve, but we can't do it alone. And so there need to be more partnerships between the Greater Boston Food Bank and all other youth-serving organizations in order for us to be able to say that no child will go to bed at night hungry.